we took something that we called the SEC road trip.
We visited Georgia. We visited Ole Miss. We visited Tennessee, a couple other schools. It was hard to find happiness again. And I think, going throughout the recruiting process and going throughout the football process, I finally found myself again being happy.
What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, with another Gamecock news update. And Happy New Year to everyone in Gamecock Nation. Let's pray in 2021 that this is a better year for the Gamecocks than what 2020 was. But let's get into this news, man. Next week, I'm going to break down Shane Beamer hire with the decision to keep Mike Bobo as offensive coordinator. But with that decision, Ryan Hilinski has decided to enter the transfer portal. This is not a surprise decision by Ryan, who was the number 2 pro-style quarterback in high school recruiting class in 2019, and he was the top 10 recruit overall according to 24/7 Sports, number 64, by the way. Hilinski was one of the most highly recruited quarterbacks over the past few years for our program and was poised to take South Carolina to the promised land with offers from high-profile schools such as Ohio State, Oregon State, LSU, and UCLA, Alabama, and other schools, but chose South Carolina. Ryan Hilinski spoke on a statement that he issued on Instagram about him transferring, saying, thank you for giving me and my family a home when we didn't know where home was. Thank you for rowing in William Price Stadium. Thank you for the smiles, hugs, handshakes, and warm greetings. I will forever be grateful for the state and the life I found after losing my brother. Thank you for the silence at the beginning of every third quarter in support of mental health awareness. That silence was helping destigmatize mental health for student athletes all over the world. That silence was prompt so many others to no longer remain silent in their suffering. Thank you for keeping my brother's name alive by raising 3 fingers and supporting Hilinski's hope. Thank you to Coach Muschamp, Coach Beamer, Coach Shaw, and the entire coaching staff at South Carolina. I grew as a person and as a player because of the challenges I was faced and the teachings that came along with these challenges. To my past and current teammates, I'm forever grateful for you guys. I love you. I was happy walking into 6 a.m. weights and runs because I got to see you guys. You picked me up when I was down and ran with me when I was standing. You guys are my family, and I will always be here for you, like I know you will always be there for me. This has been a hard decision I have to make in my life. It pains me to write this letter knowing what I am leaving behind. It is with a heavy heart that I have decided to enter the transfer portal to fulfill the promise I made to myself and to my brother. Forever to thee. During his true freshman season in Columbia, Hilinski started the final 11 games of the season after senior Jake Bentley was lost to the season in 2009 opener against North Carolina. Hilinski would finish his Gamecock career with 2,391 passing yards with 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, but struggled after the games against Alabama, where I believe he had a wonderful game with over 300 yards passing with a touchdown, but he never really recovered because thrown into the mix in the SEC as a freshman quarterback, Ryan's hot streak cooled off while South Carolina went 4-8 with a noted win against the number 3 team, which he led in the nation, the Georgia Bulldogs at the time. Inconsistent play from the quarterback allowed for a quarterback competition between Ryan Hilinski and Collin Hill, with Ryan losing and was the second quarterback going into the 2020 season. Again, with poor play from Collin Hill, Ryan Hilinski saw very limited opportunities, with only playing in 2 games in a season that does not count according to the NCAA. So Ryan Hilinski could go to another school and start for the 2021 football season with 2 years of experience with starting 11 games on the SEC level, which a lot of schools will be interested in his services, and he will have his pick of the litter. But my question, could this have been avoided by letting Ryan Hilinski go to another school? It depends on your perspective. I believe Ryan Hilinski was shell-shocked after the game against Alabama. He never was quite the same as far as his arm accuracy and decision-making. Alabama sent everything they had, and I believe he had some false confidence after helping the Gamecocks offense put up 775 yards against a Charleston Southern FCS school. So with Nick Saban game planning against a freshman quarterback, that only has one start underneath his belt, it was going to be a tough game. Ryan Hilinski had his chances. He started 11 games that were games where he simply was not effective. And with the new offensive coordinator, you are at his mercy. And I believe during the Will Muschamp era, we never had a system for a pro-style quarterback that could thrive. With a horrible offensive line and not a lot of help at receiver, we need a quarterback that can make plays with his legs when the blocking breaks down. Ryan is an athlete, but he's not going to wow you with his speed. Even though I thought we should have had a 2-quarterback system with Ryan and Luke Doty leading the way, which I already covered the topic. Click on the link in the description below to see the video. But when Mike Bobo was retained as OC, I knew it was the end for Ryan Hilinski, because that's not Mike Bobo's guy. Ryan Hilinski only started 2 games with him being the interim head coach. So, but it's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. If you like what you see, click on the like button and also hit the subscribe button. I'll be dropping a video at least once a week. And for the Gamecock Nation, you know I got you. Once again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, and please don't forget all 3. Lucky Murray back with another Gamecock news update. And guys, listen. It's okay. I think Ryan's gonna be okay, but I don't think that he fit our system. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. But until next time, people.